So, with the Minnesota Timberwolves, who made a big trade the year before in getting D'Angelo Russell, which I don't say is a bad trade, and not just that, didn't also get the number one pick. They were expected to have a good season last year, and that sadly did not happen. Not only that did they not get their pick, but could this year be the Minnesota Timberwolves' year to make the playoffs? Speaking of it, it's only been a couple years since Jimmy Butler left the bad toxic energy they so-called in Minnesota, but yet has Karl-Anthony Towns been able to get the Minnesota Timberwolves in the playoffs yet? Which has raised a lot of eyebrows around him, even though he was having a heartbreaking year for him in 2020 and 2021. The main question was on, could the Minnesota Timberwolves make the playoffs this year? And many people have the team into the playoffs, but I really don't know. They have a great roster, but the problem with the roster in general is who's going to handle the ball. The Minnesota Timberwolves' main problem is they have so many ball handlers on their team, with guys like Karl-Anthony Towns, D'Angelo Russell, and Anthony Edwards, and a lot of three-point shot inconsistency, which is what the Boston Celtics worked on. But the Minnesota Timberwolves were trying to do a Golden State, or how I put it to you, Houston Rocket type of offense, just with Karl-Anthony Towns on it. And that's where their problem begins. In general, the Houston Rockets did not have a load of superstars, but while Minnesota has three big superstars that can become star players. And which gives me to the likelihood that maybe Minnesota will need to figure out who's going to be their star, because Anthony Edwards, who could be a great player in the league, does take up a consistent three-point shot sometimes. And then just to add on to the lackluster of that, he's a ball handling guard too. So there's going to be a problem on whether their offense, and I believe that's what they struggle with. It wasn't just that coaching struggled, it's also that the offense struggled. And really they're going to need a coach that can come in and really get the offense into a great system. They have guys like Malik Beasley who can shoot threes, Karl-Anthony Towns who can shoot threes, but the inconsistency to be is what really breaks down the Minnesota Timberwolves play style. Their team isn't surrounded with the best three-point shooters, but okay ones, and their team is then also not surrounded with the best type of offensive scoring. If they have a little bit more on defense, I can really give them a chance, but their defense is lackluster, and they have some small pieces on offense. So it will really remain around, can the Minnesota Timberwolves get another piece around their team and get a good coaching system. Now, on to another player who I feel may have the biggest problem is D'Angelo Russell. Another ball handling shooting guard who probably will play point guard this year, which is not a bad position, but can they really make the playoffs is my main question again. The Minnesota Timberwolves have a lot of potential to make the playoffs with their positioning and players in their positions. But again, their problem is going to be their ball handling. Their offense is going to be off balance, and it's going to be weird as I could not see them in the playoffs again. I get that people have faith in the Minnesota Timberwolves, and I do too, to have a good season, but there's a lot of inconsistency that will go on with the Minnesota Timberwolves to make the playoffs. And guys, if I'm really going with it, if we're going to root for a team that should be in the West Conference making the playoffs, should be at least towards the Pelicans maybe, or the Sacramento Kings. Teams with young guards who can probably fit together better, or, well, the Memphis Grizzlies. Those are teams we should be looking to, not a team that really has some inconsistency with their ball handling and scoring. So that will be the more problem for the Minnesota Timberwolves. I'll be doing a video on other teams also, like the Washington Wizards and, well, New Orleans Pelicans and Kings again. So yes, this will be their main problem, will be their inconsistency on offense. But guys, this is the end of the video. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments down below.